All right, what is this one? This is the most famous one that people have been talking about. We already kind of saw it in the compilation. It's only 13 seconds though.
Or as cup holders.
He talks about the cup holders.
She's singing like, dude, she's right. Your daughter's got a cup holder too. I hate to tell you. Turn her upside down. Oh boy. Or as cup.
So Melton will tell you that he never talks about CP or vages or anything like that, but he absolutely does. And this is just one piece of evidence. He literally talked about saving. I think he actually has a clip in there in the supercut of him being a weirdo. He actually talks about he just saves it and beats off to it. He literally says it as a funny and weird joke. What a funny and weird thing to do. Like, what really interesting bedfellows we have in the Baldo. Like, these are the people still following the Bunkenführer's the Baldo Führer's commands, I suppose. What is this? Oh, this is a fun one. 8 seconds. What could he be doing here? Looks like he's looking at Aaron's Instagram page. Oh, let's see what he says.
Where are the kids? Happy. Where are your kids? Where are your children?
Why are you looking at his Instagram page looking for pictures of children? You weirdo. Like, obviously he's going to have like a private Instagram account. Like, well, he doesn't need to. Maybe he's not a woman, right? But this is the Steel Toe Morning Show Instagram, I think, right? Yeah, it is. It's Instagram. He's using light mode, which is pretty lame as well. That's almost as bad as being a PDF is using light mode. But yeah, like, why would he post pictures of his kids on his main Twitter, on his main Instagram account? That's just weird. But this is a totally normal and not unhinged individual we're looking at. What's this one? 40 seconds. There's I got this one, and this one is a real old one. Holy shit. This is back when he was part of the comedy circuit, I guess, the comedy stylings. We'll take a look at that in just a second. 46 seconds. Let's take a look at this one.
Now he's the only reason he's posting this stuff now is so that if you go after him, meaning if I go after him, he gets to call you a pedophile. Now, again, this is the lowest IQ thing ever. No one's into your kids. And by the way, if I was going to have children, I'd find hotter ones.
No. Oh my goodness, just funny and weird. Just funny, edgy, and weird.
Your daughter's
lean into the joke. Lean into the jokes. It's a good look. Lean in.
Ugly and fat. Bring me a hot 10-year-old.
Can't even get 5 seconds. Oh my goodness. Holy shit.
If I'm going to go to jail, it's going to be worth it. And he's going to be a boy because I want to really feel him fight.
Yeah, this really helps to spell the rumors. This really helps to spell the rumors.
So this is what intellectual weaklings do all day long. It's just
intellectual weaklings. Unlike the intellectual powerhouses that talk about finding different holes on and the varying levels of attractive children. Funny and weird. All I can use to describe this.
Conflate, talking. It's Stevie Lou. You're talking about my wife. I mean, we're mentioning that you have a wife. You called in.
All right. There's another. This one's pretty bad, but we got a couple of posts by him as well. Let's see. Patrick Melton on. I guess this is. I'm not sure if this is. I guess this is like Twitter or Facebook or something. I don't know. People don't like it when I post as many pictures of their kids on Facebook as they do. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. What is this one? Let's see. I can't watch toddlers and tiaras anymore. I have stuff to do. Enough sitting around the house. Oh my goodness. Is this just a sickness? Is this just like I don't know if this guy from LA, he has to be from LA, right? He must be part of the Holly weird, like like LA crowd, I can only assume. All right. So we'll go to the Patrick Melton warning. This is on Alyssa Clip's channel. She clipped it. This is from 3 days ago. Patrick Melton's warning to Aaron Eamholt. Melton's creepy comments about children. October 17th. I remember what I was doing. I was having fun on September 17th. Let's see. Let's see what Patrick Melton says. This is his cease and desist announcement to Aaron, allegedly.
I'm going to do this one time, and I'm going to try to make it very quick and easy. I have asked now Aaron M. Holt 3 times on the show, and I've asked him on Twitter to please stop accusing me of harassment. Please stop saying I harassed your daughter.
Look, this is there are so many stupid things right here. Okay, so allegedly he's getting legal advice from these long shower talks because Nick just can't shower alone. He has to be on the phone with somebody. So now nobody's talking to him except for Patrick. And he was asking, allegedly, he's asking for legal advice of how to deal with these wild accusations that Aaron is levying against him. Who could possibly believe that this individual was interested in children? Oh my goodness. But I'll give you a spoiler alert, and I'm a non-practicing non-lawyer. If you have a legal requirement to ask someone to stop doing something, if it constitutes harassment, announcing it on your show doesn't count. Oh, I just walked outside my house and I said, "Hey, Aaron, stop talking about me." I assume he saw it. What the fuck are you talking about? Now, if he sends him an email, if he calls him up, if he sends him a direct message, that might constitute it, provided that Aaron actually sees it. And just because you send someone a DM doesn't mean they see it. It could be blocked. They could just ignore it. Any mess. But maybe if there's a red receipt, I could understand it, But that's not necessarily the case. But saying on your show and just assuming that they see him doesn't count. Like, that's not going to hold up in court, I'm afraid. It's not going to be a very effective legal strategy. Your Honor, in my defense, I did ask Aaron to stop doing it on my live stream that you can't respawn. That goes for 24 hours. He has a merch store where he just sells pictures of Aaron's mugshot. Your Honor, this man I'm selling merch of his face, and I'm talking about his children's holes. He can't stop harassing me. Your Honor, I told him to stop harassing me while I'm selling bed sheets and hug pillows of his mugshot. I was actually shocked that you could do this, like you could sell mugshots, because I thought that this would constitute, like, there'd be two types of copyright law for my country. The first is being the right to own your own image, which would be Aaron's. The second would be the right of the photographer who owns any image that they take. But apparently, because it's like a government work in America, you can actually do this, which actually is shocking to me. Although I know you can do it, at least it's kind of like a gray area as well, but usually, realistically, Aaron's never going to come after him for copyright, so you can get away with it, right? But I think in California and Florida, you can do this legally. The other states, it seems like it's a bit of a gray area, but mostly everyone assumes since it's a government work product, you can just do it. Anyway, let's get back to his this poor innocent child Melton and his little temper tantrum about he's being bullied. You rats! Oh my goodness, leave him alone. Just leave him alone.
I'm not going to ask again. This is the last time I'm going to ask.
The last time. This is final warning.
Again, I was told I have to do this. This is the first step.
All right, so when he says here, I was told I had to do this, the assumption is that it was a recommendation from Nick, who he claims he had a very long and meaningful conversation with about God knows what. Probably their love for Hollywood, LA style comedians.
You have to stop saying that about me. That's a horrible thing you're saying. It really is gross.
It's so gross.
And
it's gross.
Desperate. It just feels desperate, man. Again, they're doing this to you online. Somebody sent me a link the other day that they're doing this to the this blew my mind. That the guy who runs the Kiwi Farms.
Josh Moon, the owner and operator of the Kiwi Farms. People have levied these claims against him as well, and he was quite upset about it. And yeah, these are very serious allegations. Like, nobody likes to be called these things. That's why Nick's currently in a lawsuit with what's his name, Montegraph, right? The thing is, you're talking about this every day. What are people supposed to assume? Where there's smoke, there's fire, my friend.
So now that guy who's called a pedophile on the internet is going around calling people a pedophile on the internet.
True
it's probably the most disgusting thing you can do.
I mean, apart from talking about filling up holes of children, I suppose, that you seem to find as your number one hobby. Yeah, it's pretty gross calling someone a pedo if they're not. But it's not quite as gross as being a pedo, which it seems like this guy actually is.
And it just reeks of desperation, and it's pathetic, and I won't stoop to it. They're calling my enemies that kind of stuff. I just won't. We make the text before the show makes it clear. I make it clear. We're not harassing people. We're not going after people.
Now, I will actually give a little bit of credit here to the legal argument that he's not harassing someone. Obviously, in the public eyes, Melton is absolutely harassing Aaron and his family. But since he's not contacting the children, and since he's not, sending his live stream to Aaron, I assume this wouldn't constitute legal harassment. It's just kind of making fun of someone on the internet. But of course, in the public eye, which is kind of what really matters, especially when you're trying to appeal to an audience that watches you and gives you money, it's not a good look, right?
We go maybe a little farther than Carl. Like if someone's breaking the law, they can get in trouble for breaking the law. But like I don't bother Aaron Emholt. I don't bother Aaron Emholt's family, and he's accused me of harassing them.
Now, it's my understanding that Melton was contacted by Aaron's family. Like, so I think it was Aaron's like divorced or something. Obviously, because April was like his second or third wife. I wonder if he's got a punch card for those actually. But I believe that Melton on his show talked about he received a message from the daughter's mother's father. If I'm getting that right, it could be the daughter's mother. And she asked him, please stop mentioning my daughter's name on your show. And then Melton goes on to say, bitch, I'm going to talk about whatever I want. So it is very ironic that Melton himself has been contacted. It's not ironic, it's hypocritical. Melton has been contacted by the family, by the mother of the daughter, or at least her father, and asked to please just stop saying the name of our daughter. Please stop bringing it up on your show. And he said, no, I'm going to keep talking about it. So now he's saying, Aaron, you can't say these mean things about me. Look, it's equal lefts and equal rights. You got it.
He accused me of harassing April. But the way people think about this stuff is like, again, you got perfect example. You guys asked me the other night to watch the Kiwi Farms guy tearing me apart or something. It's like,
was that a recent episode of Maddie? I must have missed that one. Did Josh talk about Melton?
I'm not gonna go on key. I'm not gonna go on. I'm not gonna watch that stuff.
By the way, this is good advice. If you're getting criticism on the internet, don't try and watch it. It's just going to drive you insane. Like I said, it's like quicksand. If you struggle, it's going to make things worse.
I don't want to see someone calling me those names. I don't want to see someone talking about me like that. It's like, it is gross. It is disgusting. And, it really affects your mental health. Now it's affecting the money.
We're on 2 times speed now.
Affecting public, reputation and stuff.
Oh no, it's affecting his money. It's affecting the money. Why? How dare you affect my wallet while I make sexual comments about your children, you rats? Oh my goodness, how sad. I'm so sympathetic to this person. Holy shit.
It's a dangerous game to play. And he said it himself, you can say, I think this guy's creepy. This guy tells jokes that I think are over the line. All that's fine. And I was fine with all that. But now Aaron.
Yeah. So actually, I think Nova's, you're somewhat correct. I think the first clip I actually saw of Melton was him defending ethical CP using AI.